Good morning! Hatid sa inyo ng Daily Tribune at Radyo Bandido TV ang Gising na. Ito ang Omnimedia program na mapapanood tuwing Lunes, Miyerkules at Biyernes sa Daily Tribune's official Facebook page, Tribune Now on YouTube at simulcast sa DZRJ 8:10 AM. Ako po, si Kim Sancha. Mula alas 7:30 hanggang alas 9 ng umaga, ating pag-uusapan at tayo ay magkukwentuhan tungkol sa mga trending entertainment news at inspiring lifestyle stories, mapa-local at international man yan. Dahil ganyan ang buhay dito sa Gising na. Ayan, so syempre alam nyo naman na katatapos lang ng Binibining Pilipinas Coronation Night. Actually, inabot yan kaninang umaga. So yung 58th edition ng most prestigious beauty pageant sa bansa. Syempre, ang beauty, legacy at beauty ng Binibining Pilipinas. At ang pag-uusapan natin syempre ay tungkol sa naganap nga na coronation ng naturang beauty pageant sa bansa. Kaya naman, nag-imbita tayo ngayong umaga ng mga kilalang mga international at local vloggers dito sa Pilipinas. So, sandali lang, medyo nagka-problem ako dun sa sa prompter, so I just need to get the details of my guest or our guest today. So, yung una nating guest, syempre, is from the Crown Philippines. And she has actually covered pageants since 2014 as a former entertainment reporter. She currently writes for a parenting website and blogs about pageants and, like what I said earlier, the Crown Philippines. So, please welcome Alexa Villano. Good morning!
Good morning, Kim.
Ayan. So, dyan ka muna. Siyempre, i-introduce ko pa yung isa nating, o yung makakasama mo ngayong umaga. At siyempre, another girl. At siyempre, kilalang-kilala to. Apart from being a freelance writer, she is also a brand social manager. At kilalang-kilala ang kanyang site na Titas of Pageantry. So, without further ado, please welcome Tita Lavinia. Good morning, Tita Lavinia.
Good morning! Good morning, Kim. Good morning, Alexa. Good morning po sa inyong lahat at sa mga hindi natulog na mga pageant fanies.
Ay, huwag kang ganyan kasi ako hindi pa rin ako natutulog. I am actually, I was awake since 2 in the afternoon yesterday. So, wala pa rin akong tulog. Para akong, alam mo na, walang tulugan. How about you, Alexa? Natulog ka ba?
Ako?
Oo.
Actually, maswerte ako nakatulog ako. Pero like, I think every, like, Lavinia, lahat tayo medyo pagod.
Yes.
Puyat, but we're all I think it was worth it. I mean, this is probably like this has been a long time coming. Of course, last year bumalik ang Binibining Pilipinas, but this year, syempre, iba because this was the first time na talagang full pack audience na. Kasi last year medyo limited pa, but this year medyo, it was technically back to normal.
Right. Ayan. At ayan, pag-uusapan na nga natin yung 58th edition ng Binibining Pilipinas. So, ang una kong itatanong sa inyo, syempre, hihimay-himayin natin yan, hindi lang yung mga girls, alright? So, yung opening with the SB19. So, anong masasabi nyo doon? Ikaw muna, Tita Lavinia.
Sa totoo lang, syempre pag opening talagang, ngayon ang benchmark ko pa rin is yung Raise Your Flag nila, Catriona nun, with Philippine Cadet. So, pagdating sa SB19, in-expect ko talaga, kasi kung saan kami nakaupo, medyo malayo kami, nasa lower box kami. Alam namin, puro mga fans ng SB19.
Right.
So, alam mo yun, after 2 years na walang ganap sa Binibining Pilipinas, crave mo yung energy na yun. Does it matter kung fan ka nito o hindi mo kilala to o ngayon ka palang na-i-introduce sa mga groups na to, but you kind of feed off from their energy. So, saya lang. Parang, I belong here.
Right. And Alexa?
I don't know. I'll piggyback on what Lavinia said. Yun na nga, it's like, the opening, syempre, has to be energetic. And obviously, when we talk about obviously it was very lucky na it was SB19. We know na P-pop is the in thing right now. So it was only natural na talagang kunin nila ang hottest group right now to open the segment, because if you look at it naman, Kim, for the last 3 months, halata naman talaga that the concept was P-pop. And actually, Araneta has become the home of P-pop because of the concerts they've been doing. So it was only right that they put SB19 as an opening. And syempre, ang daming, of course, nasabi na rin naman nila Binya, ang daming 18 fans. I've seen sa nakita ko sa front ng ilang mga tiga-media. May mga nakaupo malapit-lapit sa area natin na may nagtataas ng mga
banner.
Mga parang mga banners at mga parang light sticks. ng SB19. So yun.
Actually, gusto ko yung sinabi mo yung P-pop. Umatin actually ako dyan sa Araneta nung kanilang P-pop convention, at yan yung interview ko yung SB19. It was my first encounter with them, and second time ko na sila nakitang mag-perform dyan sa Araneta Coliseum. Ayan. So apart from SB19, syempre yung isa pang performer natin, si Maymay, the kabugera during the swimsuit, right? So, ano naman sasabi niyo doon? Ikaw muna, Alexa. Did you enjoy yung performance ni Maymay and Chata?
I enjoyed actually Maymay. Actually, a couple of weeks ago, they had a dance rehearsal sa Adlib. At ang binatugtog nila yung Ama Kabungera ni Maymay. So parang it was sort of a parang sneak peek of what they're going to do already for the segment. So, but of course, syempre, tamang-tama nga, sobrang bagay na bagay yung kanta ni ni Maymay
sa swimsuit.
Yeah, it was very bagay.
Lavinia, Tita Lavinia.
Super fitting. I mean, when you look at the Victoria's Secret shows and then you look at the guests na ini-invite nila over, parang nakikita mo yung pattern na nagko-compete, or kung hindi man nagko-compete, nagko-complement sila dun sa mga super sexy girls. So parang I feel na the same concept is like introduced here. Kita mo, ganda-ganda ni Maymay, yung form niya parang pwedeng pang binibining Pilipinas. So, super eye candy, catchy yung song, and then of course everybody knows the song, and yung energy syempre ng feel na feel mo yung song, just the very word kabugera, diba? Parang ang lakas ng hatak nun, lalo na sa pageant community. I mean, these are terms that we use, so ang sarap ng feeling na nagsistink sila. Ang sarap din ng feeling yung glossy, na nandun na tayo, na kaya na natin sa, remember back in the day, kapag kunwari may mga swimsuit, o kaya naman may mga evening gown, andyan na yung violin.
Yes. Diba? Exactly.
So parang ang sarap ng feeling na modern naman tayo ngayon, familiar sa atin yung songs, and younger crowd also.
Right. And I'm not sure if you're going to agree with me. Dun sa, of course, sa opening ng SB19, the Win Your Heart, right? That's the title. It's actually a rearranged version of the original. So I actually like this one as well. Yung tune, yung upbeat, at saka medyo naging updated siya, parang level up, or para isabay ba sa tunog nung makabagong panahon or yung ngayong panahong ito. And then, yung mga nag-perform, yung doon naman kay Maymay, ito pala, it's actually a celebration of OPM eh. Even sa evening gown, di ba, Filipino din yung, Filipino song din yung background. So, yun yung isa kong napansin, di ba?
Totoo yun. And actually, just to add something, Kim, sa sinabi ni Lavinia, if you look at the lyrics of Ama Kabungera, it's actually, there's a term there, pang beauty queen. So it really does, it's really fitting. It's a fitting song talaga. It's about being confident And if I'm sure everybody has seen Maymay's video na talagang, it's very, talagang it's really about confidence. Kasi syempre, nagsustrut sila in their swimsuit and their evening gowns. Syempre, kailangan mong maging kabog. Talaga sa stage. Kaya,
saktong-sakto nga yung music, tapos di ba naka-swimsuit ka, kabogera, you're gonna like that, di ba? So, tapos with so, di ba?
Snappy kasi rin, di ba? Snappy yung song So parang, ang daling bagayan ng strides, ang dali niyang lakarin, ang dali niyang rampahan.
Right. At after nyo mga performance yun sa Binibini, dadako naman tayo sa host. So, I think wala na kayong masasabi dun sa dalawang host. Fitting din yung dalawang queens na yon, di ba? Pero pinag-usapan, kay Catriona yung kanyang earrings. Ang laki-laki. Napansin niyo ba yun? What would you like to say about that, Tita
Hindi pa natin
Lavinia?
mapapansin yun.
Ano?
Hindi ba natin mapapansin yun? Parang equivalent ng mga mukha natin yun.
Right? Di ba napansin namin pinag-uusapan, oh my God. O, di ba? Ano yun eh? Ano yun sobrang laki? Ayaw pa kabog. Pero Kerry I love it.
Pero Kerry, alam mo kasi, pag titingnan mo yung fashion ngayon, may trend talaga, lalo na on the rise against Schiaparelli. And then nakikita mo, very, very visual sila, bordering on, parang surreal na yung art na ginagamit nila. Like, I remember last year, no, when was that? Last year ba? Last year ba to? O yung naka-breastplate naman si Nicole. So parang feeling ko, level up din. At saka natutuwa kami kasi, I don't know, let's stir the pot a little bit. But last year kasi, kinabog ni Nicole.
Yes.
Kumbaga, for the first time, medyo hindi ganun kakinang yung styling ni Kat. So,
I gotcha.
ako ngayon na medyo level up.
Level up.
Kat, diba? And
Ayun.
sexier, ha?
Tama.
It's a little sexier kasi Kat is known to, wear appropriate clothes, but ngayon medyo mas flashy, 'di ba? Mas edgy, so kakatuwa.
Right. Alexa?
Ano naman, ang napansin ko actually, kung napansin ng marami yung earrings ni Kat, ako ang napansin ko honestly is really the clothes. Especially in the particular segment na parang si Nicole, yung clothes niya, yung mukhang biglang bumuga yung mga rosas.
Yan.
So I'm like, okay. Pero parang feel ko talagang it's very couture, but you know what? They did it last year, they did it again this year. So kudos to them. I mean, syempre, kailangan ng magpabongga din ng mga hosts natin. And tama ka, Kim, we obviously have nothing to say much. I mean, microphone drop moments din naman si Kat at si Nicole. So
Perfect combination.
It was really a perfect and they've always been a good combination.
Yes.
Even when Nicole was still doing co-hosting of Binibini Pilipinas.
Siyempre, hindi din natin palalampasin si Samantha Bernardo at si Edward Barber, diba? So, I actually love yung boses ni Edward, yung pagkamababa, buo.
Deep, oo. Boy Next Door,
Napakalinaw.
deep.
Ang ganda ng boses. Kaya, sabi ko, oh my God, konting-konti pa, nandun na yun sa taas. Siya na
Buti
yung...
na-tap nila yun, no?
Oo.
Buti na-tap nila yun. Parang feeling ko, parang...
Next na yan.
Pwede na yan, di ba?
Next na yan. Konting kembot
Mas
pa.
eye-candy
Konting alam mo
pa siya,
yon.
di ba?
So, yan. Tapos, syempre, yung damit din ni Samantha. Nakita niyo yung orange?
Yes.
Grabe yan,
So
di ba? Oh my God. Yan. At saka, maganda yung sa kanila, yung sa segment and section nila, yung nag-aasala sa fans, yung mga comment, yung mga favorites being flashed on the screen, right? It's actually maganda rin kasi it's an interaction, digitally or virtually with the fans or with the pageant fans and enthusiasts. Agree, right?
Totoo, yeah. And then, naman since last year, it's been like that. Actually, what is good about what Binibini Pilipinas has been doing now is we're getting more interaction with the fans online. Kasi, syempre, aside from the people in Araneta, it's obviously naman na it's only right that the fans watching home or those who are live on social media get to see them. Kasi syempre yung mga views nila, and it's real time, which is which is also very important. Kasi syempre everything is going fast. So this is
Digital
and technology
Yes.
is put to good use.
So, di ba? At saka napapanahon kasi yun, pandemic, na uso yung virtually interaction, virtually or interaction through the computer or phones or tablets. So, ayun na yun. So, napapanahon din. So, good job.
Pero alam mo, Gilbert,
go.
ang gusto ko rin parang i-share din dyan, parang kudos also to Binibini. Kasi if you have been Binibini fans for the longest time, gets mo yung dynamics ng Binibini. Medyo old school sila. Kumbaga yung changes sa kanila, medyo matagal. So for them to be proactive in using available technology and for them to also live stream this for free na parang alam naman natin na hindi lang nakasentro to sa Pilipinas. Apart from Filipino pageant fans scattered all over the world, ang dami-daming foreign fans na nakatutok also sa Binibining Pilipinas. So, natuwa lang ako sa Binibining Pilipinas na parang given na medyo alam na natin kung paano sila gumalaw, yung talagang level up sila in using technology. Easier for us and the fans.
And I also like yung lighting ng stage. So medyo technical ako dyan kasi I have experienced production stage management. So maganda actually yung register ng ilaw both dun sa live and dun sa TV or dun sa online or YouTube. Maganda yung kulay. Yun.
Yeah.
Kasi parang minsan nagbabasa ako ng comments sa amin. Parang may hugot pa sila, may sama ng loob pa, nagdidiliman pa rin sila. So, sabi ko, kasi wala pa rin akong tulog, galing din ako sa live. Sabi ko, I've yet to watch the full show.
Yes. Before you make a comment. Right.
Pero kung nakikita ko sa screen, nagagandahan naman ako. So, gusto ko makita, madilim ba talaga?
Yeah. Iba kasi yung nandun ka sa live at dun sa TV. Of course, those are technical requirements or technical aspect that at some point, hindi natin yung makikita. Yung mga technical people lang yung makakakita nun. Akala mo, pangit, pero pag nakita mo siya sa TV or sa computer, ay, ang ganda pala. So, just like what happened last night or this morning, until this morning. Yan. So, tapos na tayo sa host performance. So, bago tayo magpatuloy, magko-commercial muna tayo. So, huwag kayong aalis. Magbabalik ang ganyan ng buhay dito sa Gising Na. At kayo'y nakatutok pa rin dito sa Ganyan ang Buhay, of course, sa Gising Na. At ipagpapatuloy natin ang usapang kagandahan at katalinuhan matapos ang Coronation Night ng Binibining Pilipinas from last night until this morning. Yan yung 58th edition. At kasama pa rin natin, syempre, si Alexa from the Crown Philippines and si Tita Lavinia ng Titas of Pageantry. So, welcome back, girls, guys, and dolls. So, ayan. So, ito pa yung isa sa napansin natin at alam ko agad kayong dalawa, napakabilis ng pacing kasi nagligwa ka na agad. Hinati na agad from 40 to 12. So, ayan. So, syempre, alam ko kayong dalawa, may kanya-kanya tayong mga manok, may mga pumasok, may mga nangligwak, diba? At marami dyan ini-expect. So, kumusta naman yung top 12 sa'yo, Tita Lavinia?
Top 12. Na-manage ko yung expectations ko. Kasi alam ko naman yung top 12, sobrang severe niyan against top 40. Na talagang wala tayong choice kung hindi talagang magligwak ng kahit na sinong frontrunner, kahit na sinong sikat. Mangyayari at mangyayari yan. Hindi pa nangyayari yung tipong sure ka sa lahat ng listahan mo. Parang wala pa yatang nakakatama talaga dyan. So usually, nagsusurface naman talaga dyan yung mga malalakas na girls even on social media. Not surprising. Surprising, yung mga naligwak. Pero yung number, wala talaga tayong magawa. Hindi talaga natin ma-extend. Kung top 16 yan, pasok pa yung mga girls na yun.
Alexa?
Mute.
Ako din actually, sorry. Ako
It's
din
okay.
actually, ako din may surprises at merong mga sada mga naligwa kasi syempre you expected some of them to make it, pero I think we can all agree, I think we can all agree, no, that this bash is one of the most how do I say it? Right? Actually, this is one of the most competitive batch talaga. And kahit sino pwede, pero top 12
Right.
lang talaga.
Yan yung masakit. Yan yung masakit. Hanggang 12 lang.
No matter how much you want to put everybody who's really deserving, that's the format talaga. Because if you notice, I think they're following the pattern now of the highest crown, which is Miss International.
Yes.
Kasi diba, before it's a top 12, top 16, but this year, but in the last 2 weeks, well, this year top 12, pero last year, may surprise, may wild card.
Ngayon, wali.
Walang wild card. So talagang, talagang sasakit yung mga kalooban ng marami.
Tama. Alam mo yun, yung, siyempre, yung mga katabi mo, yun nga, nasasad sila kasi nga 12 na kaagad. As in, grabe, di ba? Ayan. So, siyempre, ako din nalungkot. Meron akong manok na hindi pumasok, na gusto kong pumasok. So, sino yung mga delegate o mga binibinis na nasad kayo na, I'm sorry to say the word, naligwak? Ikaw, Tita Lavinia, sa tingin mo dapat pumasok?
Well, because of recognition at saka yung talagang checklist niya, kumbaga sa pageant.
Credentials.
Of course. Si Graciela Liman, nag-expect tayo. Sino pa ba? CJ Opiasa, just because dinala niya talaga yung press presentation. At yung medyo masama loob ko, si Cyrene Payo mo. Kasi, alam mo na natin si Cyrene Payo mo. Nako-cover natin si Cyrene Payo mo.
Yes, we saw her journey.
Yes, as part of the pageant media. So nakikita natin siya, nakikita natin yung polish niya from local pageantry, tapos nag-minor pageant, nanalo doon, tapos ngayon binibini yung progression ng, alam mo yun, para siya yung polish niya very Emma Tiglaw. At yung ganung level na. So parang, ano yung hindi nyo nakita doon?
May ganun. Wala tayong magagawa. It's the decision of the judges. So, yun. Teka muna, bago ako dumating kay Alexa, agree din ako dyan kay Graciela, kay Opianza, at kay Cyril. Kilala ko si Cyril kasi din person. Kaya, alam mo yun nung last na, oh my God, iniisip namin, ang dami pang hindi natatawag, pero isa na lang. Alam mo yun, parang, oh my God, sino dyan? So, ganun yung reaction namin eh. So, nakakasad actually na yung mga hindi nakapasok or nakaligwak. Ikaw naman, Alexa, sa'yo naman, meron ka bang idadagdag pa na possible na miss na nakalimutan ko or nakalimutan ni Tita Lavinia?
Aside from what you and Lavinia already mentioned, another one that I thought could have made it talaga was Jasmine Ditmakulangan.
Ayun! Oo, yun, tama.
Yeah, because Jasmine was part of the top of the semifinalists last year. So for us to see her and Graciela Liman not making it this year, talagang what happened. But yun na nga, maybe the judges, it was again, babalikan ko yung sinabi ko kanina, this was a very competitive batch. So talagang kahit masama ang mga loob natin, merong malilig no matter what.
Kasi
Ganyan talaga eh. Ganun talaga eh.
Tanggapin.
What can you do with the format? What can you do with the format? Diba?
Yes. Kasali kasi tayo dati pa, meron pang top 20, top 25, 15.
That's right.
Then biglang 8, parang 10 or 8. Hanggang doon. Kasi makikita mo yung parang cut. Eh ngayon hindi eh. 40, 12 agad.
If it were top
4 parang kasama.
Oo. Diba?
Lahat ng paborito mo and some.
Right.
Ngayon parang magpipik ka ng sinong tatanggalin mo sa mga favorites mo. Yun yung nangyari ngayon.
If it were a top 20 or a top 15, it would have been a different ball game, I guess.
Yes.
Pero yun nga, it was a top 12. It was a format that they had to follow. So yun.
Ito yung follow-up question dyan sa mga pinag-usapan natin yung mga niligwak. Kanino kayo na-surprise naman dun sa mga pumasok? Can you answer that? Go, Alexa.
Siguro personally for me, even if she was part of the Crown's top picks, siguro Jasmine Omay was one. Syempre, kasi for us, parang Jasmine was there, pero parang she was quiet. And bigla na lang siyang
I gotcha.
bumulusok. So it was Jasmine Omay for me actually.
Tita Lavinia.
Alam mo, bigyan ko muna kayo ng backstory. Kasi,
Go! We love that.
Sinundan namin yung pageant ni Jasmine Omay tsaka ni CJ Opiasa. So, maaga pa lang, yung partner ko, si Tita Belay, nakabantay na talaga yan kay Jasmine.
Okay.
Favorite niya talaga yan si Jasmine. Inintroduce niya sa akin, pinost niya sa page. So, over the past few months, weeks, siyempre, nagde-deliberate kami kung sino yung mga papasok. Solid talaga siya. Talagang naniniwala siya. Hindi like bubulusok talaga yan, makapasok lang yan.
Right.
Eh ako kasi bandang huli, tipong, dude, hindi na siya sabi ko parang hindi na siya napupush sa styling. Parang she's always ladylike, she's always put together. Nothing wrong with this. Kaso lang, wala ka ng parang ibang facet na makita. So, nung nakapasok siya, sobrang happy kami kasi binantayan namin tong batang to eh. But at the same time, medyo nakakagulat kasi hindi talaga siya nagpakita ng spark. Kasabay na si Opiasa. Si Opiasa, dinala niya si press presentation. So, for her to get in and Opiasa na malaglag, yun yung surprising sa amin. But yung kasama siya doon, wala namang problema. I mean, good for her.
Right. O yan. Tapos, just to give you an idea, I think, baka naman alam nyo, di ba, I interviewed the Binibini. So, hindi lahat kasi yung mga schedule nagka-problem. So, I was able to talk to 34 Binibinis. Okay, just to let you know. And it was,
Grabe.
Anyway, bago tayo dumiretso dyan, dun sa interview ko na, ayan, tinali ko yan eh. So, yung any title, 6 ang nagsabi, kahit anong title. Dalawa dun sa 2 titles, ibig sabihin either international and ganito, 4 ang nagsabi dyan. Tapos dun sa Globe, 4 din. Sa Intercon, 4. Grand International, 6. At International, 9 talaga ang nagsabi sa akin. May tanong kasi ako na, ano yung current na gusto mo and why should you be the next Binibining Pilipinas Grand or Globe or something. So, yun yung nangyari. Ayan. So, di ba, ito na yung mga winners natin. Siyempre, andyan na si Binibining Pilipinas International 2020, si Nicole Borromeo. Hindi ko siya nakausap kasi yun nga, I think the schedule, hindi siya pwede. Tapos, yung Binibining Pilipinas Intercontinental na si Gabriel Basiano, ang sinabi niya sa akin, gusto niya maging international. Yon. Tapos, siya din yung nanalong best in swimsuit and long gown. So, bago tayo tumuloy, ayan, pag-usapan natin si Gabi, di ba? Best in swimsuit at long gown na naman for 2 consecutive years. Ang masasabi ko lang dito kay Gabi, gusto ko interview ko sa kanya, pero grabe yung gown niya kagabi, as in wow na wow. Kayo ba dalawa ganun din?
Ako hindi. Pero wait, may story ako. Kaya ko bumalik na rin.
Go.
Alam nyo, admittedly, nakita ko tong gown na to bago ni Rampa.
I see.
And
Where did you see it? Can you tell us?
Of course not.
Okay, sige, that's right. Okay, go ahead. Sige, continue.
Hindi, pero medyo uso naman kasi yung consultation, ganun, baka naman pwede. Eh, so sawera kami, so why not, diba? Pero, nakita ko si gown, sorry, kung sino man yun.
Okay.
Nakita ko si gown, grainy yung
Color.
Yung quality.
I see, okay,
Parang, ang baba ng resolution.
Uh-uh.
So, ang rehistro sa akin, nung nakita ko yung gown, medyo nakakalungkot. Kasi yung kulay ng gown, hindi na nga siya matingkad. And then, parang inisip ko medyo downgrade sa perla. Because I really could not see the details. And it seemed like a really bland-looking gown. Parang sabi ko, but parang nawalan ng nawalan siya ng inspiration. Pero I was just so happy when I saw the whole look. Kasi I don't know if it was intentional or if it was an afterthought to put a salakot. Usually, the pageant girls, they don't put anything on their head.
Yes.
Not even clips, not even accessories. In preparation na syempre yung corona ipapatong. So, I felt that it was really alam ko medyo nagka-problema pa si Gaon, may
Oo.
mga drama-drama pa dyan, pero for them to pull everything together, ganun ka-streamline, tapos may dramatic element, and hindi nila pinabayaan yung entertainment and showmanship element na ginawa niya last year with that salakot. I mean, that totally changed everything.
I see. Okay. Understood. But ako kasi gusto ko yung drama tsaka yung the way that she carried the gown. Yun yung sa akin. Yung gown is, for me, it's okay. Alexa?
Ako naman, personally, no, I think this year, the gown that Gabby wore this year, is, I would say that I still preferred last year's
The
gown.
last time.
Last
Okay.
year. Because that was really
Aha.
one of a kind.
Aha.
But, like what you said, no, Gilbert, I would really have to say, ang nagdala for this whole look last night or this early morning, if we should say, is that how Gabby carried,
Yes.
or how, as you said, the drama that she put into
The poise.
showing the gown to all of us. And yun na nga, there was the finesse, there was the class, there was the Gabby Basiano, the Gabby Basiano, the movements that made it work.
Aha.
So, it was only right that she won. It was only right that she got that special award.
Ayun. Tapos, yung next na title natin, title holder is si Binibining Pilipinas Globe 2022. Siyempre, kilala natin lahat siya. Yung paborito nating lahat na yan na si Chelsea Fernandez. Ang ganda-ganda niya rin. Actually, ang choice ko sa gown is either Gabby or siya. Ang ganda-ganda ng gown. Though parang medyo natatakot ako baka matapakan, madapa parang yung tama ba mermaid cap, 'di ba? Yung baba parang mabigat or parang I don't know kung may certain or slight struggle, but maganda siya sa ang ganda ng tsaka maganda rin yung drama nito, yung pagtingin-tingin sa camera niya kanina or kagabi. Alexa, how about you? What's your take on that?
Ako, when I saw Chelsea's gown from the area I was in, medyo na-nervous ako ng slide kasi yun nga ang heavy nung bottom.
Yung
at pwede,
hemline.
Pwede siyang yung hemline, pwede siyang matapilok. Pero, you know what, Chelsea's a veteran.
Yes.
Is veteran already. Nadala niya. Kasi yun lang din yung worry ko. And, she's actually part of our top 4. Pero syempre, iba lang yung corona, pero there was no doubt that Chelsea actually glowed during the presentation.
Tapos ayun pala, nakalimutan ko sabihin, ang gusto niya, hindi ko alam kung nasabi ko na international ang gusto niya nung tinanong ko siya. So, how about you, Tita Lavinia?
Si Chelsea kasi yung tinatawag namin sa Titas of Pageantry na pageant unicorn.
Yeah. I remember. Yes, right.
So, ang ibig sabihin kasi nun, parang this rare candidate na parang pwede mong isabak sa lahat. So, apart from beauty, physique, and everything pang pageant, pasok sa age si Chelsea. So, nilagay namin siya, meron kami tinatawag na non-committal picks. Wala kaming hot picks kasi gusto namin mag-chika-chika-chika. So, ini-explain na namin bakit para dun yung kandidata sa koronang yun. Hindi namin nilagay si Chelsea sa Globe kasi parang feeling namin, pwede siya sa iba. Kumbaga, naiikot namin siya sa ibang title eh. But it makes sense kasi kung galing kay Maureen yung corona at si Maureen nirampa yung katawan niya na super ganda at sexy at nirampa tong face value, worthy successor for me si Chelsea for that. So, sold ako sa idea yun. As for the gown, alam ko medyo hindi ito talaga yung direction ng gown originally ni Chelsea. But I was really rooting for a red gown. Pero syempre, maraming mga technical issues na nangyayari leading up to the competition. She changed into this gown. And admittedly, nagtatanong din naman sila sa akin kung okay ba, ganito, ganyan. Hindi talaga ako sold sa idea ng mermaid gown. Nakita na natin kung gaano kahirap kay Genesis na tugat sa Miss Universe Philippines. Diba? Alam natin yung nininervyos tayo sa ganitong shape kasi parang may trauma pa tayo from 2014 from MG, diba?
Right, yes.
Tapos alam natin na ito rin yung shape na nirampan ni Janicel sa Miss International. But I do know that this was a last-minute decision and they were really convinced that this is going to be a great gown choice for Chelsea. Ang sabi nila, tita, mag-antay ka lang. Sabi ko, I will brace myself as long as mukha siyang Hollywood star with red lips. True enough, hindi ko na masyado napansin yung gown. It was a beautiful, intricate gown. I feel like it's more suited for an editorial photo shoot rather than for moving picture, but beautiful face, di ba? Parang, yun na lang. Ayan, nakikita niyo sa video, ito na lang ang titingnan niyo, guys.
Yes. I actually agree on what you said for editorial shot. I know what you mean when you said that. So, yun. So, that's Chelsea. The next one, syempre, yung Binibining Pilipinas Grand International. Ayan, another front runner na, actually, ito, sasabihin ko sa inyo, alam naman nila, siya talaga ang choice ko sa international. Nung in-interview ko siya dito sa Gising na, any titles ang sinabi niya. So, how do you find Roberta Tamundong's performance dun sa Coronation, Tita Lavinia?
Sa Coronation, yung performance niya, hindi enough sa akin.
Okay.
Alam natin yan.
Yes.
Huwag na tayong mag-sugarcoat. Medyo mahirap depensahan yung Q&A niya. However, from day one talaga, medyo alam naman natin na yung mga girls, pinapackage yan, umpisa pa lang, kung ano yung mga bet nila ng mga crowns. So, minsan minamanifest nila international, magiging soft sila, minsan MGI. So, alam ko talaga si Roberta, talagang yung direction niya for international. Pero nakita ko kasi talaga yung potential for the body, yung youth, yung willingness to transform, very ma-PR, maharot, lagi na bagay sa MGI. Ayaw nilang tanggapin nun. Pag pinopost ko sa Titas of Pageant, sabihin nila, ang baba naman ang tingin mo kay Roberta. Sabi ko, no. Sabi ko, promise, kailangan nila ng ganitong katawan. For the longest time, naghahanap tayo ng lahat ng hinahanap ni Uncle Nawat ninyo, hindi natin binibigay. Ito, ibigay natin si Roberta. Matangkad, ang haba ng leg, sobrang sexy. Hindi nalalayo kay Valentina Figuera. Kebs na kung medyo hindi ganun kapulido yung Q&A niya. Kasi alam naman natin sa MGI,
hindi
it's
naman.
just a show.
Yes.
Kayang-kaya ni Roberta yun. I mean, kung speech yan and then basic questions, kayang-kaya niya yan. Sobrang taas lang ng standards talaga natin dito sa Pilipinas. Kaya
alam mo naman.
nasisilip si Roberta. Nasisilip kung hindi at par dun sa ibang mga girls in terms of Q&A. But kung ilagay mo siya sa MGI with all the goods, come on. Baka ito na yung corona natin.
Tama ka, yung mahahabang. Tama ba yung Tagalog? Mahabang bias, yung leg. Long leg.
Mahabang bias.
Saka, yun, ang isang gusto ko sa kanya, youthful looking siya. Yung itsura yan, tinan mo dyan sa screen. Ayan,
Easy sa mata.
Ayan. Look. Diba? Ayun. Alexa, ikaw naman.
Ako, just to add to what Lavinia said, I think one of the things people tend to forget about Roberta, or as we call her, Roan.
Roan, yes.
Si Roan, is that Roan can be a performer. She already has the experience, the pageant experience, diba? So, alam na niya kahit pa paano how to move on stage. Now, actually, si Roan was actually our pick for MGI. Siguro we saw yun nga, the performer in her. And actually, I was just telling my colleagues na I think she's taking some lessons from the Samantas themselves. Kasi nagpasabog si girl before the finals. Imagine mo, a tribute to all four crowns, diba?
Right.
And that alone speaks itself. So, ang dami nating aasahan kay Roan. And you know what? I think it comes to a factor, because we've discussed actually Gabby, Chelsea, and Roan, is that the three of them have this experience which is in time for the competitions that they will be doing, because sa October na magsisimula yung mga international competitions.
Magkakatabi, actually.
So, magkakatabi pa. So, tamang-tama lang magpapadala sila actually ng medyo may konting training na lang kailangan gawin. And if I want to just add to Gilbert, Lavinia, na somebody told me if you want to please daw Uncle Nawat, there's one way to do that. Send your best girl to the competition. Now, sasabihin siguro ng marami na, is Roanne our best girl? Maybe not, because as Lavinia said, hindi naman natin lahat obviously madedepensa ng slight yung Q&A, even medyo underwhelming so to speak. But that can be honed.
Ayun.
If ever. So, yun nga, kung best girl ang pag-uusapan, then that can be transformed.
Right. At ayan, dumako naman tayo syempre kay Binibining International 2022, Nicole Romeo, na hindi ko nga na-interview. So, actually, alam ko naman na marami talagang nakabet or ito yung isa sa front runner na talagang inaay nila dito sa title. At ayan, nangyari nga yung inaasahan. So, agree ka ba, Alexa?
Alam mo, actually, to be honest, nagulat ako ng slight na si Nicole
ang tinawag.
Ang tinawag because
okay.
I think
gusto ko sana tanungin, sino bang ina-expect mo sa natitira?
actually, between the other girls, I thought personally, for me,
it's okay.
I thought it was in the bag already for Karen.
Karen, okay.
But I knew that there was one thing that came into. I think everybody will agree with this, no? That age will come into factor.
Yes,
because
agree.
Karen is turning 27 this year. Now, sinabi na namin to sa usapan namin sa The Crown, pasok pa po si Karen. Ang problema lang kasi, wala akong natatandaan talaga. I don't know kung may natandaan kayo, Gilbert, Lavinia, na nag-crown ng title holder ng Binibining Pilipinas International na medyo malapit na sa ceiling age.
Wala akong maalala.
Wala din akong maalala.
Wala akong maalala.
So, I don't know. I think personally that the Execom didn't want to risk that kasi after what happened to the postponement of Miss International, maswerte tayo that Hannah just turned
Miss
26.
International, okay.
26 this year. Now, getting Nicole was probably the good choice because number one, she has also a very beautiful face.
Yes, agree.
And she has 1 year to train for the competition. And ang maganda kasi, Nicole is going to turn, if I'm not mistaken, you can correct me on this, she will only turn 24
ang alam ko, 24.
She's turning 24. So, medyo nasa youthful age pa, which we all know naman that the Japanese organizers like it.
Youthful or the looking?
Youthful, the looking. And normally, ang mga kinakrown kasi ng MI is the ceiling age of now, between 20 to 25.
Yes. Tita, ikaw?
Ako, before pa siya na-introduce as Binibining Pilipinas candidate, na-encounter ko talaga to siya sa isang PR event. And then, she was introduced as a Cebuana influencer. And then, may banter kami doon, chika-chika doon.
Right.
Na, hindi pa siya ayos na ayos nun. What I mean is, wala pa siyang makeup.
Hindi full.
Very vlogger type pa talaga yung itsura niya. Pero sobra yung comm skills, yung wit, humor also. Talagang, alam mo, medyo mahirap hanapin yun sa pageant girls.
Right.
Kasi innate kasi yun lalo na yung humor na yan. Parang minsan mahirap i-gets yun So, when she entered Binibining Pilipinas, alam ko sobrang able yung management team niya. As in, alam ko sobrang hands-on sila. And then, nagpapakitang gilas na siya sa mga speaking engagements, sa mga speaking activities. So, lalong nasesement. Then, with that face, na parang very oriental version ni Marian Rivera. I mean, how can you be wrong? Diba? You have the comm skills. Now, having said this edition of Binibining Pilipinas was also like a roller coaster ride. Like when we started kanina, we had a different set of favorites as we progressed on swimsuit. Nalalaglag yung iba. Pagdating na sa evening gown, yung iba. Pagdating sa Q&A, gulo-gulo na tayong lahat. And I felt na medyo steady lang si Nicole doon. Wala siya masyadong pasabog. Even yung Q&A niya na inaasahan mong fireworks, parang naitawid niya lang. So, personally, Miss International ko siya. Nilagay namin sa list yun. Pero pagdating dun sa mismong competition, yung gulat factor ko was, nagulat din siya eh. Kasi parang feeling ko na
Yes,
feeling
kita.
niya na hindi yun yung best talaga niya na performance eh. Ako, inisip ko kasi alam ko medyo mahirap na tayo kay Karen Lori, si Yana Aduana talaga.
Okay.
Medyo feisty si Yana eh. So, pero hindi naman ako umalma na si Nicole yun
yung
kasi
tinawag.
ang bright ng future natin for Nicole Borromeo. Happy talaga ako doon.
Yes.
I totally agree with that rin, no? We have a good
Representative.
good candidate, Nicole Borromeo. But in addition to that, also Lavinia Gilbert, no, I think it also boils down to if I can say na we might have not seen something behind behind the scenes, but I heard
Others.
that I heard that that the organizers actually like her because of her good attitude. Mabait kasi si Nicole. So I think that boils down also to that also is a plus factor because sometimes sasabihin na maayos naman yung attitude but kasi when you have good breeding and good manners, that plays a big role. Kasi syempre you're going to be with the organization for 1 year. And sabi ko nga, many times nobody wants to work with a diva. So susuwayin din kayo eventually. So, I mean, in other words, ayaw lang ng sakit ng ulo din ng organization. So again, 1 year for Nicole to train. And actually, maswerte yung management ni Nicole kasi last year ang Origin management last year naka-universe at naka-world. Ngayon they have the international.
So sana yung isa naman ang susunod.
So congratulations kanila Sven.
Hello, Cebu!
Yes.
Hello! Congratulations kanila Sven. And of course
Matubig ng Cebu.
Of course the Cebuan, of course the fellow Cebuanas last night were there. Sila Chris Hanson, sila Eva Patalinho, they were all happy. They were there. They were all very happy. Of course, syempre, Cebu is again in the spotlight. And personally, I was able to talk a little bit with Nicole's mom after the competition. Parang kahit sila nagulat. And yun na nga, when I was able to ask him how this will change, sinabi lang ng mom ni Nicole na we still believe that Nicole will be the same person na mabait, sweetheart sa amin. But yun nga lang, ngayon, she's now their Miss International Philippines.
Alexa and Tita, before we take a break, mabilis lang. Sino dun sa top 12 yung inaasahan nyo sanang nagka-title kagabi? Ikaw muna, Tita Lavinia.
Well, syempre, yung sa mananloob natin lahat, si Karen Lori, nakikita nyo naman yung mga videos na comparison ngayon, parang gusto mo i-scroll up, ayaw panoorin yan, nakakabasag ng puso.
Ayun. Alexa?
Ako rin, personally, I thought it was Karen, and the other one was Yana.
Ako si Karen Lori din, yes. Agree naman ako dyan kasi I appreciate Karen Lori sa mga previous activities ng Binibining Pilipinas. Lumalapit yan sa akin, nakikipag-usap. We talk about arts. We talk about her hobbies. Yung personal, I love that. Not the pageant talk that we used to do or we used to, to talk about. Yun yung gusto ko sa kanya, medyo personal and yung parang ordinary yung conversation that you're having with her. Yun yung na-appreciate ko sa kanya. Tapos, nung kinausap ko rin siya dito sa studio tuloy, virtually, ganun pa rin siya. Yun yung, nakakapanghinayang din si Karen Lori. But, pwede pa naman siyang sumali. So, sana, kung sasali siya, sana that meron ka na siyang meron na siyang corona. Nahirap ako mag-Tagalog, sorry. Yun. So, sa pagbabalik ng ganyan ng buhay dito sa Gising na, yung dalawang runner-up naman ang ating kikilatisin at uusisain. Yan ay matapos lang ang ilang paalala. Welcome back sa Ganyan ang Buhay dito sa Gising Na. At kasama pa rin natin, syempre, si Alexa Villano from The Crown Philippines at si Tita Lavinia ng Titas of Pageantry. Welcome back, ladies! Matapos nating pag-usapan yung mga queens or yung apat na queens ng Binibining Pilipinas, tutungo naman tayo ngayon dun sa dalawang runners-up. Syempre, alam natin yung first runner-up, ang most popular and most trending candidate ng Binibining Pilipinas. Lahat ng activities, talaga namang, alam mo yun, bumulusok, ang ingay, lahat na lang, siya yung pinag-uusapan. Siyempre, ayun na nga, si Herline Nicole Budol, na ang sabi niya sa akin, at alam din, hindi ko siya na-interview kasi yung time niya medyo hectic. Alam naman natin, hectic yan. So, pero alam natin, gusto niya Grand International. At eto yung nakakaloka dito, kay Nicole, Hakot Awards, di ba? 8 na sponsors awards ang nakuha niya. So, Alexa, anong masasabi mo kay Nicole, yung overall performance niya? Of course, we all know siya si Hipon Girl.
Actually, one of the good things about Herline Nicole Budol was that ang ganda ng transformation niya. I mean, we've seen how she transformed from being a comedian to this refined lady. Although there were a lot of hiccups along the way.
Yes.
I think we've seen those hiccups ourselves, no? But the point there is now, we can say that Nicole Budol has found herself. Kasi, di ba, meron nga siyang persona na sumali siya bilang si Nicole Budol, hindi si Herline. So, that's a good one. And with regards to the Hakot Awards, alam mo, Gilbert, I have to say, no, all of the sponsors will definitely be very happy because syempre, yung marketability niya with the following that she has, ang laking factor nun for them. Kasi syempre, they got the most popular girl, the most popular girl in the
trending.
batch. And siya pa ang trending. Now, a lot of people were actually expecting na she would get a crown. Because nga of all the sponsors that she got, and the sponsor awards that she
lahat,
got.
halos lahat siya.
Halos siya lahat.
Yung major sponsor, siya. Diba? Yung Manila Bulletin na lang, diba? Tapos ano pa ba yun? Yung mga, teka.
Manila Bulletins, among others, Manila Bulletins, Silka,
yung mga yan, diba? So,
yun. Jag Jeans,
ayun pa. Diba?
But the thing kasi siguro for me now, Gilbert, is sometimes you may be the most, the one thing we've learned, I think all of us can agree, is that even if you're the most popular candidate, sometimes you get a certain placement.
Agree ako dito sa sinabi mo. Marami lang from the past.
Yeah, you get a certain placement. It may not be a crown, but you get a good placement. So, siguro, a lot of people talaga were expecting, pero yun nga hindi natin alam talaga kung ano yung mahabang usapan ng execom at ng judges. That's why they decided to place her as first runner-up.
Tita!
Ako super happy ako sa pinakita ni Nicole Budol. I mean, yes, I know lahat ng tao, talagang MGI talaga yung direction niya. Pero eto kasi yan sa akin. Si Herline Budol came into this competition as a comedian, yes.
Right.
But you strip off the comedic persona, you strip off everything.
Yeah.
She is someone who's tall. She has all the attributes of a pageant girl. The facial transformation is far dito sa mga nakikita natin sa pageant girls, hindi na siya naiiba. So, again, yung pageant checklist nandun. And apart from this, trinabaho niya eh. Kumbaga, akala nila when you have like a high-profile celebrity, hinahain na lang. Yes, nahakot niya yung mga awards. But the likes of Kisses, the likes of Herline Budol, nagtatrabaho to. Hindi to rarampas sa major pageant na hindi makalakad ng maayos. Just because celebrity sila. Nagtitraining tong mga to. Nagpa-personality development. Siguro may aspects lang ng pageant journey nila na talagang hindi mo maiakyat. Kasi talagang yun lang siguro yung limit nila. But everything else, if you have the budget and the people who will work for you, wala, I mean, if you look at Arlene Budol, tapos hindi mo basahin yung bio niya, iisipin mo, pageant girl yan eh. Diba? Nagkakaroon lang ng narrative kasi alam natin na komedyante siya. Alam natin na ang lakas ng hakot niya. So, ako, naisip ko sana noon, kung available yung Miss Araneta na title, pwedeng-pwede talaga sa kanya. Hindi nila binigay yun yesterday, or last night, or today. Ewan
morning, whatever.
This morning, whatever. Yun.
Right.
But, happy ako na nandyan si Nicole kasi at least na-recognize yung trabaho niya eh. Hindi man natin siya maipadala internationally. The mere fact na isang buong taon tong rarampa sa buong Cubao, rarampa sa iba-ibang parte ng Pilipinas. Binibini na yan eh. Stamp na yan ang pagkatao niya. So, kung happy sila doon or satisfied sila doon or bitter sila, sana mag-normalize na lang. Kasi ang ganda ng naging performance niya, ang ganda ng journey niya. Self-improvement talaga to for Budol.
Totoo yun. Can I just add to Gilbert before you go further na actually, one of the things that siguro for both Nicole and of course later on for Stacey is that the positions that they have should not be taken lightly anymore. If there's one thing we've also learned through the years, how important their placements are, is it opens a lot of doors and a lot of opportunities for them. Tulad ng sinabi ni Lavinia, no, the fact na kung maswerte dahil iikot si Nicole Budol sa Araneta City all the time to make all of these promotions. I mean, of course, one of them is Pizza Hut kasi it's under the management of Araneta as well. And of course, the other sponsors. When the four queens are not available for certain engagements, automatic na si Nicole at si Stacey ang ipapadala for appearances. So, it opens a lot of doors. I mean, look what happened, of course, to Meiji Cruz, what happened to Samantha Bernardo. It has opened doors for them. Of course, Samantha would later on become Binibining Pilipinas Grand International Representative. And si Meiji naman, she now has a good hosting career. So, talagang maraming magbubukas na pinto for these. Even if you're just a runner-up, maraming magbubukas talaga na doors for you. Maraming opportunities na magbubukas.
Okay. For Nicole or Hipon Girl, I can only say this to her, wow, a transformation. From this girl to this poised, beautiful girl. At yung gusto ko sa kanya, larawan siya ng saya sa Binibining Pilipinas, which is what we need right now. Sa dami-dami na nangyayari sa atin, alam ko na ba siya dahil sa, alam mo yun, sa Grand Parade of Beauties and everything, o yung iba-iba bang activities ng Binibining Pilipinas. Pero more than that, yun yung gusto ko sa kanya. Ang dala niya ay saya. We need that at this moment of pandemic, monkeypox, pagtaas ng langis, kung ano-ano pang mga issue sa ating bansa yan. Pag binanggit yung Nicole dito sa akin, ng mga tao, ayan na, matatawa na ako sa kanya. Kasi nga, ang dala niya is happiness, joy. So, yun yung gusto ko sa kanya. At, eto pa yung sasabihin ko ha, saludo ako sa kanya sa question and answer portion. It may be in Filipino language. Alam ko yung mga Pinoy, I think aagi kayong dalawa sa akin. Alam mo naman yung mga Pinoy, yung mga fans, di ba? Alam niya, mga laitero yung mga yan kasi hindi nag-English. Pero the way that she said it, with conviction and yung with emotion, that's what I like about her. Ikaw, Tita Lavinia, doon sa Q&A niya.
Alam mo, naintindihan ko bakit hindi siya nagka-title. Kasi, sino bang nagsabi nun? Si Miss Earth Lindsay Coffey. Nag-guest siya sa Miss Earth Vietnam yata, if I'm not mistaken. Tinanong siya about the English language. And of course, sinabi talaga na it's advantageous but it's not necessary. So ako naiintindihan ko kasi pagdating talaga kay Budol, nag-iingat din tayo, tinutulungan din siya. So I feel like palagi siyang may training wheels doon. But bigyan mo siya ng time. Kumbaga feeling ko hindi siya mag-work sa limited time frame. Pero kung gusto mong malaman kung gaano siya ka-deep, kung ano yung thoughts niya sa life,
Doon.
meron siyang i-offer na hindi kayang ipakita sa platform ng pageantry.
Yes.
So, ako tuwa lang ako dun sa idea na tinawid niya to eh.
Yes.
Alam mo yun, trinabaho niya to
Transformation.
Oo.
Diba?
Perfect din yung question sa kanya, tsaka ang galing din ng pag-ikot niya na the mere fact na nandito ako, transformation na to eh.
Oh, yes.
Nag-transform ako to inspire you all na parang you can be fit, you can have a different flavor to a binibini.
Yes,
Na hindi lang yung normal na hinahain natin na class, na refined.
Yes.
Hindi niya dinog show ang binibini. Natakot tayo doon, aminin niyo. Pero
Yes.
hindi niya, nirespeto niya ang binibining Pilipinas for me.
Yun, that's what I said. Transformation. She transformed. Diba? Tapos, ayun nga, ang laki din ng, ano yun, yung ang ganda-ganda niya. Ayan, no, nakita mo yan, di ba, yung one-sided na hair na yan, di ba, with a curl na yan. Ang ganda-ganda niya dyan, eh. Tapos,
Hindi siya nagsayaw. Alam mo yun, di ba minsan nakikita natin sa Miss Universe. Pasensya na lang doon sa bansang yun na. Yung raramba tapos sumasayaw.
Sumasayaw,
Saan galing niya?
tama.
Hindi niya tayo ginanon.
Oo.
As in, binigyan niya tayo ng nararapat na kilos for a binibini.
Totoo.
Pero at the same time, she wasn't afraid to be herself.
Yes.
I think that was the good thing about her. She wasn't afraid to be herself. Kasi yun din yung siguro na medyo nag-worry tayo in the beginning na sa sobrang transformation ni Nicole Budol. Pero, during the competition, she wasn't afraid to be herself. The fact that, of course, actually the one who asked her, si Cici Asuncion, Filipino-American, the fact he offered pa to speak in Filipino, sabi ko, wow, talagang may nag-adjust. Pero, honestly, kahit ako, it made sense. Na ako, ang masasabi ko lang tagal nung question and answer portion, it made sense eh. Talagang, as Lavinia said, tinawid niya, but at the same time, she wasn't really afraid to be herself. We saw her lean Nicole Budol. Yun.
Right. Yun. So, tapos na tayo dyan sa most popular and most trending na binibini. Kaya kasi of all time nga yata eh, di ba? Grabe yung dinala niya talaga sa binibini. Talagang pinag-usapan siya eh. Lahat ng activities siya yung hinahanap. Alam natin yan. Siya yung lagi nating kinakausap. Apart from of course, from the front runner, syempre, ibang flavor to eh, di ba? So, yun yung nangyari kay Nicole. At actually, maganda yung naging journey niya sa binibining Pilipinas. It's actually worth it. At saka, she deserve it. So, yun. And yung last but not least, ito yung tawag ko talaga dito. I'm sorry yung tinatawag yung Kudaera. Yung second na si Stacy Daniela Gabriel na ang sabi niya nung tinanong ko kung anong gusto niya. Ito yung sabihan ko lang kayo. In-interview ko to, nasa sasakyan siya. Papunta siya sa binibini, parang may costume ata yung national costume para rehearsal. Nakipagdala rin siya sa akin sa sasakyan. Kaya na-appreciate ko siya. So ayun, sinabi niya gusto niya maging Intercontinental, yung kanyang title. So, Alexa, what can you say about Stacy?
Actually, I had Stacy as my alternate for Miss Intercontinental.
Okay.
And I think coming from Cindy Obeneto's win last year, it was only right because it kind of made sense because yun na nga, nasabi mo na kanina, Gilbert, na na Kudaera din to si Stacy.
Kudaera talaga!
Ang dami niya ding microphone drop moments. Ang dami niya microphone drop moments.
Right.
The way she talks. And, I mean, who could forget the Q&A that she got? And of course, syempre, everybody's crush ng bayan, Joshua Garcia, asked it. How would you differentiate a historian from a marites?
Correct.
I mean, if you look at it, Gilbert, medyo politically charged yung nangyaring tanong. It was a little bit politically charged. And this is one of the things na sinasabi ko rin sa mga girls when I talk to them after interviews. Huwag kayong matakot na sumagot ng politically charged questions because marami sa mga politically charged questions na yan nakatago in different meanings.
Yes.
But this one was actually straight up But there are other questions in the Q&A na parang may mga ignorados ng politically charged current events And nadala yun ni Stacey.
So, agree.
And ako, the other thing I like to say about Stacey is I felt Stacey deserve a higher placement. Pero, you know what, like I said with her Nicole Budol kanina, the second placement will open up a lot of doors for Stacey. In fact, I talked to some of her friends after the competition. Who knows, we'll see Stacey hosting events na rin for Araneta because this is what happened to Meiji Cruz. So, nahuhone yung skills. And let's not also forget that Stacey also is also a part-time actress. So medyo yun, magbubukas na ulit talaga yung mga pinto for Stacey.
Right.
And she has one of them, aside from her Nicole Budol, by the way, she also has a very strong following. Sa likod natin, actually nandun yung sa pinaka-upper part ng upper part ng Araneta, andun yung fans, andun led by her mom actually, si Miss Celine. I saw them during the competition, as in talagang totally out supporting Stacey.
Tama. Ang ganda kasi actually yung tanong sa kanya mahirap di ba? Yung how do you distinguish a historian from a marites? So basahin ko lang yung part. Sabi niya, a historian is one who ang galing-galing actually, a historian is one who recognizes our painful past with factual evidence. Tama naman. Looking back at a rich, vibrant history and as well at the times that our humanity was trampled, di ba, on that, and our heritage was almost erased. So yung part nung sinabi niya, di ba? So ikaw naman, sorry, go ahead.
That alone is a microphone drop moment
Right. One-liner na yun One-liner. One sentence lang yun Boogs.
Microphone drop moment.
Right. Tita, ikaw naman, for Stacey.
Stacey is actually one of my personal favorites. Although limited yung interaction ko sa kanya, ito yung tipo ng kandidata na paminsan-minsan hindi mo alam ba't ang gaan ng loob mo. Ang gaan din yata ng loob niya sa akin. So jive na jive talaga kami. Pag nakikita kami, hinaharot ko talaga siya. And alam mo, again, mahirap maghanap ng tipo ng kandidata na innate. Lalo na yung wit, yung humor. Ikakabit mo pa yun sa voice niya na parang ang buttery, ang soft, ang sultry na parang every time nagsasalita siya gusto mo shake. Nakakadala siya. And what I like about her talaga, nandun na ako, comm skills. Alam mo, hindi ano to
Hindi madali.
Pwede naman siguro natin sabihin, lalo na kung maganda yung education, on the privileged side ka, talagang nandun yung comm skills. Talagang kakayanin mong mag-English. Pero ito kasing batang to, I feel like she has a love for words. She has a love for like stringing sentences together that, makes an impact. Every time she speaks, it's like a voice-over from a commercial. So, alam niya kung paano pihitin yung emotions mo just because may na-drop siya ng mga words na, wow, ang gandang word combination yun, parang tagus yun Yun nga lang, feeling ko, kaya rin talaga siya napunta sa second runner-up. Kahit na siya yung top pick ko for Intercontinental, knowing na medyo old school ako ako talaga, mas gusto ko yung medyo matatangkad. Para sabihin kong Intercontinental ko to for someone so petite, grabe siguro yung qualities ng batang to na gustong-gusto ko. The face is already a giveaway. The personality is like fireworks. Very amiable, very ma-PR. Kung gaano siya ka-alta, ganun siya ka-down to earth. Pag nagchichika-chika sa mga tao, doesn't matter kung fan yan or admin yan. So, ito talaga yung mga tipong pwedeng tumakbo sa eleksyon. Yung it drops you to like personalities.
Campaign manager, ganon.
Yung ganon, yung talagang magra-rally for you, yung parang cheerleader mo, parang kung nagko-compete siya yung cheerleader ng sarili niya. So, gustong-gusto ko talaga to siya. Siguro kung hindi lang niya naitaas yung sarili niya, gusto ko siya for Intercon, nakakabulag na ganda, di ba? Pinakamaganda sa mga continents. Siguro kasi, although ang ganda ng sagot niya, kulang. Nawala yung explanation kay Marites. Kung sinabi na lang sana niya, di si Tita Lavinia, yung very definition ng marites. Di sana nakompleto niya yung ano niya.
I got you when you said that. Yes, tama na. And agree ako doon sinabi mo, apart from, comm skill, importante din yung choice of words or yung tinatawag na rhetorics. Yung tamang gamit ng word. Yun yung ginawa niya doon sa kanyang sagot. Di ba sabi ko yung yung part na yun. Yung, what do you call that? Yung, ayun, looking back at our rich, vibrant history and as well as the time that our humanity was trampled. O, di ba? Ang taray. Medyo...
Oo. Gilbert, may I just also add na very rare tong ganitong klase ng mga kandidata na katulad ni Catriona Gray na kayang ikutin yung isang question na mahirap. Na parang it sounds right, it also sounds politically correct, wala ka rin nasagasaan.
That's right.
Ang hirap ng ganun kasi
Skills
talagang
yun.
dapat, it's a skill, either i-hone mo yun ng ilang taon o talagang natural na medyo on the diplomatic side ka. So, ang galing. Alam mo.
Yan. At sabihin ko lang din kayong dalawa, yung mga na-interview ko na mga binibini na gusto nilang maging Intercon at Globe, sinabihan ko yan, tinanong ko sila lahat, syempre na, hindi ba kayo nape-pressure kasi yung reigning title holders natin are, from the Philippines. Alam mo, nakakatuwa yung mga, hindi ko na isa-isa kasi maubos yung oras natin, yung mga, kasi apat yung, apat yung Intercon at saka apat din yung Globe. So yung 8 nagsabi na yon, they accept the challenge na pressure. At saka, mukhang tuwang-tuwa talaga sila kapag yung title. Alam mo, yung kita talaga sa mga mukha nila na yun yung title nilang gusto. At okay lang sa kanilang ma-pressure. So, wala silang pake kahit na, yung reigning title holders are si Maureen and si Cinderella o Benita. Yun yung maganda sa kanila. So, di ba natanong ko na kayo kanina kung sino yung mga dapat ang title, si Karen Lori and sino pa yun, si Opianza, sino pa yun, si Iliana.
Graciela.
Ayan, si Graciela. Ayan. At buti na sabi mo yung si Graciela, palakpakan din naman natin si Graciela. At deserve niya talaga yung costume na yun naman. Alam na alam natin yan.
My gosh, oo.
Nung kinausap ko yan dito, talagang tuwang-tuwa siya. Tsaka sinabi ko talaga sa kanya, alam mo bang, nung pinakita yung picture pa, yung exhibit niyan dun sa Araneta na yon, ang unang tanong natin, mga media, mga fans and enthusiasts, paano nyo dadalhin yun sa sa fashion show, di ba? Tapos sinabi ko sa kanya, nung nandun ka na, tuwa ka, may nilabas kasi yung mata, yung ilaw ng mata, tsaka yung ganon, di ba? Siyempre, habang naglalakad ka, takot kami, baka bigla kang gumanon, gumanyan. Natatawa siya, tapos ayun, nasad nga lang ako, hindi rin siya nakapasok.
Pero one of a kind yung national costume.
Tama
We can
naman.
all agree. One of a kind yun.
Ayan. So, nasa last part na tayo na ating conversation. Ito na yon, yung Q&A. So, sino sa top 12 ang nag-nailed at yung talagang impressive ang kanilang sagot at sino yung pinakamahirap at pinakamadali ang tanong? Unahin muna kita, tita. Kung natatanda mo, I have Codico here if you want. You can mention the name, I can read the question and answer part.
Okay. Naalala ko lang kasi I remember, ito na yung time na nagka-internet ako.
Oo.
Alam niyo naman, pag nasa Araneta kayo, nawawalan kayo ng internet.
Yes.
Pero I figured it out.
Yep.
Yung last 1 hour ko, na-convert ko sa data. So yes, inabot ko siya.
Okay.
I remember this kasi nag-post ako. Sabi ko, the first 5, walang dinaga.
Okay.
Gilbert, could you kindly refresh my memory? Sino yung first 5? Walang dinaga doon. Pinanghawakan ng first 5. Sinet nila yung bar. Akala ko parang,
sino ba yung mga first?
Ito na po yung lalabanan natin. Oo.
Tama ba? Ito yung first 5, is it si Karen, si Herlene, si Chelsea, 1, 2, 3 Chelsea, Nicole, and Gabriel. Si Gabi, yun yung 5 na nasa akin eh.
Okay. Now, kaya ako naman nasabi kasi itong grupo na to, although hindi ko napapangalanan, sa grupong to, may mga girls na medyo kapit kamay tayo pagdating sa Q&A.
Yes.
Kumbaga, hindi ito kasi yung strongest suit nila. They have other attributes like body, face, pasarela. Pero, kailangan tutukan si Q&A. So, nung naitawid nung 5 to, yung Q&A nila, or 1 o 3 dun sa grupong yun, parang sabi namin, oh my God, safe. Corona na yan. I mean, contender ka na sa corona. Kasi di ba ang ayaw lang natin mangyari is yung medyo magkalat ka doon.
Oh.
Lalo na alam natin may ibang girls dito na nag-pageant na before, Waterloo nila ang Q&A. So nung maitawid nila yun, parang ang galing ng 5. Ngayon medyo nagkatalo tayo sa last.
Teka, correct
7.
natin yung mga sarili natin. Hindi 5, per 6. Kasi hati-hati. 6, 12
Ay, sorry, 12.
It's
I'm
okay,
so
buti.
sorry.
Hindi, kaya ko din naalala kasi nakita ko sa screen. So, tama yung sinabi ko yung first 6, si Karen, si Herlene, si Chelsea, 1, 2, 3, Nicole, Gabby, and Iliana. That's the first 6 dito sa listahan ko.
Walang problema, diba?
Oo.
As in, naitawid.
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 Ayun. Ikaw naman, Alexa.
Ako personally, sa first 6, no, one of the questions that I really found very interesting, pero medyo mahaba din.
Sige, sabihin mo.
Was yung kay Risa Hontiveros.
Oo. Sino ba yung tinanong niya? Sorry.
I believe that was Gabby.
Si Gabby. Okay, teka. Yung tanong sa kanya, ito ba yon? Sabi, pageants are a celebration of beauty and goodwill. Is it?
Yeah, and then may nilagay na about toxicity.
However, there's also a lot of toxicity online and offline that fails to empower us women. If you win as our Bini, how will you deal with fake news and other negative comments, criticizing your looks, intelligence, and the way you live your life? Yun yung
If
tanong.
you've noticed, the question has many questions.
Yes, ang hirap
Sobra.
actually. Napansin ko yun. Ang hirap.
It has many questions. So, ano yung sa dalawa, kasi for me, no, when I was looking at it, parang tatlong tanong ang ginawa ni Risa Hontiveros.
Grabe, di ba?
But, naitawid yun ni Gabby because the good thing, I think this is where the context clues comes in. Kasi we cannot pretend for all we know na sa haba ng tanong, na-gets lahat ni Gabby agad. But when she saw siguro the context clues were toxicity, pageantry, and of course, fake news, na isagot niya yun. Which is, I think, something that, of course, our dear mentor, Tito Boy Abunda, has said before kay Atisa Manalo. Context clues is very important. Kasi, again, hindi natin masasabi na narinig ng lahat ng kandidata yung buong tanong eh. So, yun, si Gabby, yun talaga medyo napabuntong din ako na ang haba ng tanong. Kumalan ako. Ang haba ng tanong, pero naitawid ni Gabby.
At, ayan, napapag-usapan pa rin natin yung Q&A. Tita, sino yung pinaka talagang wow sa Q&A sa'yo?
For me, siguro kasi medyo polarizing yung ganong klase ng sagot eh. Parang ang sarap niyang pakinggan. Yung case ni Yana. Tinanong siya about...
Okay, ang tanong sa kanya, what are your thoughts and sentiments on the advocacy, My Body, My Choice? Is that it?
Yes.
Yun yung tanong sa kanya.
So, ang ganda ng sagot niya. It's a little on the feisty side. Now, I want to put this one out there kasi nagbasa ako ng comments kanina sa ibang platform ko naman. Iba naman yung perspective nila noon kasi they were trying to figure out bakit hindi nakapasok si Yana knowing na grabe yung conviction niya dun sa pagsagot niya. So, nung binibreakdown nila, parang sabi nila, tita, baka naman masyadong mababangga yung conservative society kasi parang yung sagot niya, it sounds empowered pero parang it's also alluding to abortion and something na hindi kasama sa conversation natin dito sa Pilipinas. So sabi ko, oo nga no, that's kind of very interesting. And I also remember she's very ballsy. I mean, alam niya na expected na meron siyang stand. Kasi, I don't know if you were there, Gilbert or Alexa, nung nagka-press conference siya or press presentation.
I was there, yes. I was there.
Di ba, we asked her questions about marijuana, we asked her about
yes, I remember.
I was very surprised about how refreshing and honest her answers were. Kasi di ba parang nasa medical field din siya. So, for a pageant girl to say, I'm all for it kapag meron, studies, but it depends on the government, mahirap din maghanap ng klase ng kandidata na ang taas ng level pagdating sa pagsagot with diplomacy.
Right.
She picked a side, ha?
Mm-mm.
Which is very rare.
Mahirap
Usually,
yun.
parang, diba?
Direct.
She picked a side.
Direct,
Yeah, I
direct.
think, yeah, and I just like to also add that to what Lavinia said. No, I think it's rare. It's rare for many candidates, at least, that you take a stand on issues.
Yes.
Because palagi nga, yun na nga, palagi you take the, medyo, either paiikutin mo, or medyo you will go for the most popular answer. But if there's one thing we've learned from Nicole Cordovez, when she was picked with the Trump versus Hillary Clinton in 2016, go with what you feel. And it's true, and true enough, she got the first runner-up, but she stood by her answer. Kaya importante, kaya this is also something siguro na you may not have won the crown, you may have runner-up ka lang, but you will always be remembered for taking a stand.
Right.
And it's with your values,
Right.
It's your core values. You always go back to your core value. I mean, there's some people that I've met when they were doing their Q&A. Now they pick a shirt that they said, this girl was the most inspiring to me. Pero sabihin, oh, you better say another person. I mean, kung paano kung siya yung most inspiring person para sa'yo? And then you say something else, and then makahalata na parang, you're only doing this. That's a very patty answer na. So, it doesn't matter. It's for those who want to be candidates out there. You know, you may not have the most popular answer when you say something, but you took a stand, and you will be remembered for that in a good way, mind you.
Agree. My God, kulang yung oras. Sabi ko sa inyo, matatapos natin yung 1.5 hours. Sabi ko sa inyo, dal-dal tayo di ba?
I know, right?
Ayun. So, syempre, bago ako magpaalam, you might wanna invite our viewers and listeners dun sa inyong mga page. Go ahead, Alexa.
Alright, first of all, thank you very much, Gilbert, for inviting us
Of course.
to the show. And please, everyone, please don't forget to subscribe to The Crown Philippines on YouTube, Instagram, and on our Facebook. And of course, please do visit the website www.thecrown.com for more updates. Marami pa po tayong mga ilalabas na stories, not just on Binibining Pilipinas, but also on other competitions. Kung akala nyo po natatapos na ang local pageant season, hindi pa po. Marami pang mangyayari. But we're still also heading to the international
yes,
competition.
exactly.
So yun. So thank you very much, Gilbert. Thank you very much to the Daily Tribune for actually inviting us for today's show.
Yes. Tita!
Yes. First of all, Gilbert, thank you so much for even recognizing and inviting me.
Of course.
Kakaloka. Yes, naikwento ko naman yung circumstance kung paano ko nakuha tong invite na to.
Yes.
Gulat naman ako. So maraming salamat, of course, Daily Tribune. I have an Instagram page with my partner, Tita B, Tita Belay. It's called Titas of Pageantry. Mainit-init ang Titas of Pageantry, pero masaya naman doon. Pero if you want to check out like my analysis and talks about gowns and fashion and professional chichi, I have a YouTube channel. It's called the Tita Lavinia channel. So please visit us there. Leave a comment. Okay naman kung magsasubscribe kayo. Bakit hindi? Choosy pa ba ako? Thank you.
You're welcome. Diyos ko, napansin ko, Diyos ko, Lord. Suot ko pa pala yung backstage tag,
Wala nga sabi sa'yo.
Hindi ko pa pala natatanggal. Grabe. Napansin ko lang ngayon. Anyway, Alexa and Tita, thank you very much sa inyo. Siyempre, at pinaunlakan nyo ang aming imbitasyon at wala pa tayong tulog, alam natin yan. After nito, may gagawin pa rin ako, wala talagang tulugan. And exactly, and appreciate the time at syempre.
Magsusulat pa ako.
Ako din. At ang inyong pagbangon or pagstay ng alive or gising, walang tulugan.
Stay ng tulog.
Maraming salamat and stay safe.
Thank you. Thank you so
At
much.
kanina ngang umaga, nalaman na natin ang kakatawan sa bansa sa Miss International, Miss Intercontinental on October 14 in Egypt, Miss Globe on October 15 in Albania, and Miss Grand International on October 25 in Indonesia. Pero wag nating kalimutan na ang tinanghal bilang Binibining Pilipinas Intercontinental and Binibining Pilipinas Globe ay may nakaakibat na matinding pressure dahil ang reigning title holders ay sina Cinderella Obenita at Maureen Montaigne. Pero iba ang ganda ng Pinay. At syempre, once a Binibini, always a Binibini. And eto, maraming salamat Binibining Pilipinas Charities Incorporated, Araneta Group of Companies, PR team, sina Ray, Leroy at Araneta City, the City of First. Maraming salamat din sa aking videographer na si Joy, si Christian, si Raven, si Denise at sa lahat ng mga nakatulong ko sa pag-i-interview nitong Binibining Pilipinas. It was actually, oh wow, talagang masayang-masaya ako at maraming salamat sa tiwala BPCI dito sa pag-feature namin sa Binibining Pilipinas. Kaya samahan niyo muli kami sa Miyerkules para sa sa isa na namang araw na punong-puno ng inspirasyon, kagandahan at katalinuhan tuwing umaga. Dahil ganyan ang buhay dito sa Gising Na.
The views and comments of the host